Hello and welcome to Most Extreme Ranking Challenge. This is going to be a Most Extreme Ranking Challenge look back. We were supposed to have another episode out this week, but with the writer strike and the actor strike and us backing them and on their side, it was a very heavy movie promoting podcast, and I'm just gonna save it until those rich assholes, those rich pieces of shit, treat people with respect and treat them well. So we stand with solidarity with the strikes, and so we're gonna be doing this instead. So this is like an idea that we kind of had. We talked about a little bit before about trying to do is like basically just doing a talk back of the last episode, which was Disneyland rides. I still hate Disney. Bob Iger, you're a piece of shit. But either way, what's up, guys? How's it going?
What the fuck? Like, it's fucking man, fuck Disney. But that's also because I don't give a shit about Disney.
Yeah.
And everything. Look, I love Little Mermaid. Sure, let's go with that. But Disney itself was bullshit. Like the list that we did, and when we did the actual show, was actually fucking solid, and it was a good list. But it was also like a big what the fuck because like, like Disneyland.
I hate going to Disneyland.
Disney
I worked there. The magic was destroyed. I hate it. Anna is the only person who just goes loving.
Ew.
After a long time of not liking Disney, because being a con major made me not like Disney, so it's been a long time.
Would you actually consider yourself a Disneyland adult?
No, absolutely not.
What the fuck is a Disneyland adult? Like,
but they're the people who just go all the time, loving it. Apologists, anything. They're the creepy people who wear like those little small backpacks with Disney stuff in their Mickey ears, like everywhere. To the grocery store, to anywhere else.
I do not wear my Mickey ears everywhere. Okay, yeah. I buy them as like a fashion accessory.
How many do you have?
How many do I have? So I have like my rose gold one. I have my a donut one. I have my Aladdin one. I was gifted the oh god, what's her name? Scarlet Witch one. And
Jesus. Oh, gifted.
Damn, Joe.
I gifted. And then I bought, now I have to retire it and never wear it in public, the Namor Mickey ears.
Oh god.
So I have
from
five.
Can't
wear that in public no more.
Nah.
That's
so...
as Matt said, that's rough, buddy.
Nah. Yeah.
Fuck, that's dude. Rough, yeah. That's a lot though. Holy shit. Are you sure you're not just an adult? But
no, I'm just an adult. I just like to wear a different. I like to wear a different set of ears every time I go. So there you go.
So
I know like 3 Disney.
Oh, I did buy a new pair. The Little Mermaid new ones, the new edition Little Mermaid. So it had like the yeah. Okay. I like to buy things. I like to buy pretty things. Sue me, but I'm not displaying them in my house.
Hmm. You got Grogu.
Like, yeah, whatever helps you sleep at night, Anna.
Did buy a Grogu water bottle, so
you ain't helping your case about the whole Disney adult shit, man.
It's true.
You're not.
Dude, Disney,
you're not helping your case right now.
Disney's scary as fuck. They're horrifying.
I'm scary for different reasons.
I'm not gonna say anything about that. No, that's because you're from San Diego. That's scary. Understandable.
Oh shit.
I can make fun of that. San Diego niggas are crazy, but the main thing I'm trying to get at is the fact that why do we do a Disney episode? Like, is there like a reason why we did it? Like,
why did we, Tyler? You hate Disney.
Yeah, is there a reason? Like, is there something that came out during that time?
We said it, and Anna got excited, and that was it.
You know what?
I think you guys think I get excited, but I'm not really.
No, you were like, no, I already got my list.
You were like, I got this. Yeah.
We're all in the same Facebook chat. You were
post screen caps.
It was an emphatic yes from you.
So you tell me we're having a list on hot guys. I'm gonna be excited.
I mean, it's also just good for people. I mean, everybody looks up Disneyland stuff. Everybody looks up Disney stuff. It's just an easy one. Yeah, it's an easy marketing thing too.
Yeah, I'm a rare case because, like I said,
I don't look at it, but I know people do. Our numbers are insane for like on social media.
I believe that. I got like 3 friends that fucking watched the podcast just for the Disney episode. And I'm like, you could be watching it for any other fucking reason, but nah, Disney.
I
shit.
know. I did have a lot of friends actually
Man.
subscribe.
We had, like,
for
mad
that.
annoying.
We had like a lot of comments and everybody were like, you know what? Yeah,
Mhm.
and I'm shocked because they get mad at everything. They get mad at any fucking thing, and it's so annoying.
Disney niggas are Disney niggas. That's why.
You know, like, oh my god. Like, I mean, I have so many bad stories just from working there, just from parking alone. Just the people who come in, the Disney adults. There's a lot of different types of people, a lot of different groups of people, and it's fucking annoying and horrifying. But like the Disney adults are the people who just like they act like kids. There's a guy on TikTok who does that stuff like very accurately. I'm gonna try to find what he looks. He also does like Joe Pesci impression, and he makes fun of the Universal Studios rides videos and stuff. He's so funny. I'll try to figure out what his name is, but he's so fucking on point.
Hiya, pal. Mind if I join you? Thanks. Did you know Disney almost had their own airline, but it was too expensive? I swear. Oh my god, look at the cloud. It's a hidden Mickey. Oh.
We talked about this before. We try to do it. Okay, like the full disclosure, we also try to do like a whole fucking discussion before, and it went off the rails. But
this is the second recording, y'all. We went unhinged.
We had Lamar.
We had
He
Lamar
had
on
to
this shit.
leave.
Lamar,
Okay.
wait,
Leave.
Lamar jumped off a bridge, and I was kidding. That was dark.
Which is fucking fair because man, we went unhinged.
Yeah. But we were talking. I was discussing the ungangs, or I guess now they're called the gangs, but we called them as cast members ungangs. They were the people who, like a long time ago, Disney did like a full-on fucking internal investigation where they had people join these gangs. They were the people who had like these denim jackets, and like they would have like a big patch on the back of a character and literally just be a gang and stuff like that. And they found out that they were being like classism, lots of hazing and a bunch of other stuff. And it was horrible. And they kind of diminished them. Apparently, from what I've been told from people who work at the parks, they're making a comeback, and that's horrifying to me.
I believe it.
But oh my
Crazy.
god,
That's why.
I'm still
Like
trying to
these
find
Disney
this guy.
people seem outlandish as shit. Because once again, I am not heavily deep into Disney, but I know people who are obsessed with this shit. Like they have like 50 of those like fast pass bracelet thingies in their fucking room, just chilling there and shit.
Do you have any of those, Anna?
What?
Do you collect your fast pass shit?
No.
Fuck that is. What the fuck is that?
Okay, let's go on to like what we were actually going to talk about. Like, Anna, like, do you actually so the list? What ended up happening with the list? Your thoughts? Anything that you think should have made the list? Whatever, all stuff.
I wanted to say Goofy Sky School, but I think like what I ended up going with was pretty good.
Which one?
I liked all my choices.
Yeah.
Chaos.
You know, I mean, we got really close to losing out to Wild Mouse at Hershey Park.
God, that shit was funny.
Ooh,
God,
that was close. That was really close.
It was funny, but like I only chose.
Those Disney adults would have came and slashed my tires.
We would have been done, canceled.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck them.
I think every choice that I did, going off on the vibes of the people and their choices, it was the best outcome I could have had for my list.
I fucking guess.
So wait. So were you anti or for my Heimlich's Choo Choo Train?
What the fuck is?
Did you even write it, Anna?
No.
Why?
Is that a Disneyland?
It was the Bug's Life. It was Heimlich from a Bug. It was the one I was talking about where it was like the whole thing was puns. And,
I don't think I went
to
Disneyland at the time
during that time. No.
California Adventure.
Because I didn't go to Disney until grad night.
Yeah, which is why I said grad night.
It was there. It was there before the pandemic. It was just because Avengers Campus took over it.
I can't say I remember it then. I only went. I don't think we ever went on that ride. It was never like the one that we suggested to go on.
You should have. It was awesome.
Yeah,
perfect.
So I can't say it, but
it never had a line. It was the only ride that had no line.
Maybe that's why, because my friend is pretty well versed. So I don't know.
Oh, so your friend is a Disney adult.
I'm not gonna say he's a Disney adult, but you met him at my birthday party.
Oh, he always wears Disneyland stuff. Hey, he's cool though. He's cool. He's cool. Yeah, you know what? I'd fuck around with. I'd be friends with him. He's cool. He's nice.
He's cool. There's Jiminy Cricket with him. He was Disneyland Ken. But yeah, I don't know. It went weird. It went weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like I said,
We had some odd choices. Like,
well, look, some of the odd choices was because yes, I chose it because I didn't give a fuck. Like, I think it would have been comedy gold if y'all actually went with Montezuma's Revenge from Knott's as number 5.
I was genuinely upset that my Turtle Talk with Crush and Monsters Inc. Laugh Factory didn't win. I genuinely thought that was what I thought that was gonna be the one that was gonna win that one at least because of the.
Hey, y'all gave Lamar the Tram. Y'all fucked up on that.
Yeah, I agree.
Y'all
man.
fucked up.
Yeah. I think it was really weird vibes. I was not expecting this for a Disneyland ride episode. I'm not gonna lie.
I expected all of this. Knowing us, we've done this for how long? We know
better of us.
That's where you fucked up, Anna. That's where you fucked up.
Yeah,
you thought better of us.
For us especially, you're going with zero.
When we do good, we do good. But you go in with very low bars, my nigga. You know that.
Matt,
that's how we are.
Matt, if you were going to go into the park right now, out of all the things that we said, all the things on the list, as you can see it, what would be the first ride you would go on?
Like, dead ass. It's only because I don't go to Disneyland often. I am not familiar with it or anything. Because, like I said, I went for grad night when I was younger. And that was in the long, long days ago in the early 2007, 2008. So I don't have like a gauge of what Disney is now. Like the Rise of the Resistance, I'm still not sure exactly what it is. Like, and it was like Kylo Ren, and I'm like, that doesn't tell me anything. So
everything.
It's hard.
No,
it
tells you everything.
No, nigga.
Okay.
I personally think that ride is extremely overrated, but it is something new and different, though.
See, that's what I mean.
Y'all,
I'm giving it. It's true. It's true.
Y'all still ain't telling me what the fuck it is. Like, I don't know if it's a performance.
It's like, yeah,
is it a little ride?
It's yes. You know what it is? It's yes. It's all of it. It's like all of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You move to like 3 different locations for that ride, and then you just go on a chase thing on a thing that's basically on a remote control. You know, it's like you're basically going like an RC car at the end of it. But before then, you go into a thing that just drives 1 mile an hour that takes you to a corner, and then you open up, and then there's like 100 stormtroopers sitting there. Then you walk down that, and then it takes you to a different part, and then you get into this stupid ride thing, and then Kylo Ren comes, and then a animatronic Kylo Ren, which breaks down all the time, is like, "Hey, I'm emo," and then and then you get chased away, and then Disneyland adults whine and complain, and they complain about everything, and then the ungangs come in and they fight each other for no reason whatsoever, and and then you buy a $15 churro, and you're like, cool, this Costco's better, and that's it. That's
Costco's better because $1. Like a fucking $1 churro.
Yeah.
But like I don't that's the only reason why I would go.
And exclusive.
Like I don't get the appeal of Disney that much because I can't mentally justify spending like $150, $200 for a ticket to go into a place so I can spend more money to enjoy fucking capitalism at its finest. Like I don't see the appeal of that shit.
I mean, rides are fun. Regardless, rides are fun. But would I know I'm not speaking for, I can't speak for you. But like if I were to decide, or if I were have to choose Six Flags over Disneyland, or even Universal Studios over Disneyland, I will pick Six Flags or Universal over Disneyland.
Yeah, that shit's
1,000%.
Wow.
So
that shit's fun. Like real talk, Anna. Like I used to work at all these theme parks. Like I worked parking lot for Disneyland as well as parking for. No, I was guest services for Knott's Berry Farm. I was parking for Universal.
I've never been to Knott's.
And I was guest services for Six Flags.
Wait, I'm so confused. If you worked at these places, why didn't you go in for free when you were able to?
Because I was young. When I worked these places, I was still under. I had a work permit, so I worked summers and all that stuff. And because of but remember this was back early 2000s and shit. You know, a little bit different. not as lean, not as strict as it is now. Because when I worked at Knott's Berry Farm and I worked at Disneyland, I was like 16, 17,
Oh.
but I looked like the way I look now, so I look like I was a grown ass adult.
Yeah, but you
So
can go into the park 16 with no issue, right? Isn't that?
yeah, no, I can get into
Okay.
the park, no problem. But when I went into work, I worked, and then by the time I got off work,
wanted to
park was
leave.
closed, and I wanted to leave and everything, and I couldn't come out here and go to these parks by myself when I was younger because I didn't have no car. I didn't want to bring my parents didn't want to come with me because I can only get myself in and everybody else, and I was more worried
I
about
can't believe you-
paycheck trying to
yeah.
survive.
Yeah.
You know,
I can't believe you and I were both RTP. That's crazy.
dude, it was a long time ago, but I did a lot of shit, and going into these parks weren't like a priority to me. Like, yeah, I went to Universal once in a blue moon because I was more
Yeah.
familiar with Universal. Like, getting into Universal is like, hey, you put on your t-shirt, you walk the fuck in, there you go, you're in the park, you're good to go.
I think for me, because I moved out here knowing barely anybody, when I worked at Disneyland, I also, like, my first year working at Disneyland, I also lived in LA. I moved out here from Texas, lived in downtown or in Koreatown in LA. And I would make that fucking drive, and so I would go in early to beat traffic, and then what I would do, go into the park, ride a couple rides, and then go into work. Or I would wait out traffic after work, and I would go in the park all the time. And I think that was the other thing for me, which is
That's
why
an
I went in
option,
there all the
you
time.
know?
So
That's valid.
and I
For
didn't know
you, that was
anybody. I didn't
valid.
know anybody, or didn't. The only people I really knew moving out here, I knew 3 people: my friends Eric and Amantha, my friend Nikki, and she no longer lives out here either. And so that was it. And so everybody else I knew were from work. So.
Yeah. Which once again valid, but also because of like life struggle and all that stuff, I never really got to experience Disney, and my only experience was grad night, and grad night was an experience for me, even though once again always been fat, so I still couldn't fit on all the rides and shit. Small World was the only ride I was able to get on. Indiana Jones was the only one I was able to get on. And everything else was either too long or I just couldn't fit it, and I had to wait on the side while everybody else got the ride on it.
So for you
That's
guys,
why.
So for y'all, grad night was in Disneyland, not California Adventure.
No, because
Disneyland.
it was
Wow.
always Disneyland, and I think nowadays they're starting to try and incorporate California Adventure.
No,
but
it's
before
only
originally.
so ever since
Is it?
Yeah. So when I worked there, 2012 to 2015, and I know till now because I'm still friends with so many people who work there. It's DCA only. But
okay.
only a certain,
Wow.
But a
I didn't
certain
know
part.
that. I thought
Yeah.
it was. I thought it changed.
But that's already so tiny. You like Disneyland felt so crowded on grad night because it was 1 billion people.
Fucking so many goddamn
Jesus,
people.
Well,
okay.
I mean,
I
think it makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, but now it's DCA, and like Cars Land is like this whole DJ thing. It's actually kind of cool. They make it into this like dance party thing. It's kind of cool. I must admit, but yeah. So grad nights have been moved over to
We had
DCA only
DJs.
now. Yeah,
We had
absolutely.
DJs.
we had.
But
we had
with
shit
how
too.
Cars Land is kind of like all situated and the lighting and everything like that, it actually looks kind of cool. But yeah, I remember
So-
those shifts were the fucking worst though. We were there till
Oh, I fucking
I
bet.
think
No, that
4:30
shit
in the morning.
sucked. Yeah, because once
Mhm.
again, grad night
park-
ended
just-
when the
and that's just
sun
parking
rose
alone
up.
because
Like,
we had to be there until trams left, and we had to be there almost the entire. I think we got like an hour break, but we had to have certain number of people on because of anything that would happen, like schools that had to go back early or somebody
Yeah.
sick and stuff like that. And like, I mean, it was
Yeah.
But yeah, parking was basically was going the entire time. And I mean, it just sucked because of the hours and all. But like the kids were always fine. I personally had less problems with the grad night kids than I actually do the Disneyland adults. And I just want to bring up Disneyland adults as much as I just want to shit on the Disneyland adults as much as I possibly can tonight. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It was just rough. But
it was rough because you're dealing with hormonal teenagers, fucking being in an area about to graduate. So not only is the excitement
they
up,
don't give a
but they're
fuck.
also horny as shit. They don't give a single fuck and everything. Like legit, you're going to a territory where you're like, I don't know nobody else here besides my classmates. I can do whatever the fuck I want. They're going to do some shit. So of course you're going to deal with little gremlins all the goddamn time. You know?
What's up, Anna? You look bored as fuck.
I'm just
She's
thinking
tired.
about grad night and that
Yeah.
week and stuff. Oh my god, like that was
That whole week
insane.
was
You're
chaotic.
right. We did not give a f about anything.
Yeah, 'cause I
Wasn't-
genuinely don't know what it would be like to
No.
be an adult or to be a kid and graduate. Yeah, so like what?
No,
what-
literally, like grad night was always like a week before graduation.
Oh,
like
shit.
a week.
Mine was
So-
like grad night, and then we had our senior breakfast, and then we went to go pick
And
up our
then that-
caps and
breakfast.
gown.
Yeah.
And then the next day we were like
Graduation.
graduating, I
Yeah,
think. Yeah,
that's
like,
what's
it
the same
was
with us, yeah.
insane. It was
Mhm.
insane.
We didn't
We're
have
talking about that was
thinking
in a
about
week
that
span.
What the fuck is a
trajectory.
senior breakfast? What's a senior breakfast?
I
Senior
don't know.
breakfast
We
is
had breakfast at like some
just
restaurant.
all of us. Yeah, we all
Yeah,
had this
it was-
breakfast together.
It was kind
in
of
our class, that's
insane.
it.
You both had that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to a private school, so that's why.
Did you go to
I went
Not
to
a
a
lot of
public
people-
school, but I
not
don't
a lot of
know. We
people-
had that.
I think it's a tradition, at least in Cali, because like once
Yeah.
again,
Maybe Texas
not a lot
just
of
sucks
people-
out. Well, Texas education is fucking terrible. So
y'all have heat. Y'all also have heat as well too. So all y'all being crammed in a fucking school is it? Well, also depends on the class size. Like my,
Well, she
since
went
I
to
went
a
to a private
restaurant.
school.
wait, how
No,
many
I went to a
people-
restaurant too.
Yeah. Wait, how many
But,
people
like-
were in your graduating class, Anna?
Well, I don't remember, but not the whole class went. Only the people who like had sign up and stuff.
Oh.
So out of the whole senior class, maybe like 50 went.
Oh,
or
okay, so
something like that.
maybe we did have it in Texas, and I just hated school
Maybe.
and hated that
I
stuff so
mean-
much I didn't even pay attention.
I hated it, but I was like, okay, I'm
Possibility.
here for the ride. I'm going to like, I
Yeah.
hated high school.
Yeah, me too.
But
I
I
hated
went
going
and
to the
did
dances.
that.
I hated doing anything. I didn't go to any. The
Yeah.
only times I went to like actual like sports games or any of that shit was because I was in choir. We had to sing the national
Well,
anthem.
I was a
Damn.
cheerleader for like a semester and stuff.
Only
Like,
wait, what? What happened?
yeah, well, it was only a semester because I think it was senior year. No,
Drama?
junior. I don't know.
Drama.
But
Was it drama?
just always drama and stuff. Cheerleading was, I don't know. I think it was a precursor to work and how the cliques work and stuff. Because my God, those cliques were
Yeah.
brutal.
Bruh.
Wait, Matt, were
High
you a
school-
cheerleader?
No, but I was a jock ish.
There you
Oh.
go. What were you?
Different
What'd you play?
A weeb
Yes.
jock? Wrestling?
Yes.
Wrestling.
Wrestling?
No, I
Football.
went the white people. Now most people think I play football, but I went the white people route. I was actually golf. I was 4-year varsity in golf.
Wow,
and,
golf.
And I was actually good at it.
Jesus, you
as
really
I
well,
thought, you,
did
too.
I, thought you, I,
But-
thought you were, I thought you were gonna say something like crewing or something. Like
No,
that.
but also fun thing is, our school was more focused on
Lacrosse.
fine arts. Our school was focused on fine arts, so I was actually part of the dance crew
Yeah,
and a part of
that's
the
why I
dance
asked if you were a
performance
cheerleader, 'cause
team
I
as
knew you
well.
danced.
Yeah,
So were you color guard?
I did do color guard at one point,
Oh, there
but
you go.
I was not. That wasn't our thing.
Are you
Like
good
we
with-
had
are you
like
good
a
with the gun
separate.
thing?
Not the
did
gun thing, but give me a
ROTC.
flag. Yo, give me
Yeah.
a flag. I can flip shit all day. But that's
I-
because I've been curious about it. I've always been into that kind of.
Yeah, I
Like-
hung
I
out with a lot of.
did
Not to
I-
be that guy, but like right here, I carry my pair of nunchucks with me, like hanging up all the time because I know how to perform with like chucks and shit.
Yeah.
But I was also used to twirling shit also, so that's just a thing.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like because I was a geek. I mean, I hung out. I mean, I was theater choir, anime, film, club.
Same.
Like, I did not join any club except for film club, but with that, yeah, like I mean, most of my friends, a lot of them were in color guard. One of my ex girlfriends was in color guard in high school. Like,
I was
So-
Do
I
you
was on
guys
that
think
line.
we would be friends if we were in high school?
no,
me, yes, guaranteed, yes, because
because
of what I
and I
did.
didn't pay attention to a lot of things because I did choir stuff and then I did like some work program and then I didn't. Well, I also I mean so there's a difference.
it's
between,
complicated.
Well, no, it's not complicated because I know you guys know this, but the thing is that like I've talked about it so much in podcasts for the Grand Geek Gathering, which is really not around anymore, as this is a different brand, Most Extreme Ranking Challenge. But I was a Republican piece of shit. I was a horrible
We
person
would not be friends
back then. Exactly. So, but all my friends were liberals, but they just dealt with me. But I love them so much now, and I've of course seen the light, and I'm no longer a Republican or anything of the kind. But that's how I was, and so I was also extremely like I would go to mass 4 times a week. I was
Oh my
working.
God.
I was working all the time too, and then I did
Wow.
school. I was an insanely different person than I am today. And
Yeah, which
so
is
where
wild,
now
'cause-
I am a socialist atheist, very woke and everything. And so I'm a very different person. I have grown an insane amount over these past, Jesus Christ, 16 years. That is so weird to say right now. Wow, we're old as fuck.
Yeah, but we
Wow.
don't like boomers and shit, so
But,
we
like, I
good
mean-
in that case.
But you know what? Did I ever tell you guys the story of how I just changed and how I kind of like opened up?
I think you told me.
I
but
feel
don't
like you
remember.
have.
So
Yeah, I feel like you have. But
I've
you
talked
can tell
about
the
this
audience.
on plenty of podcasts, so this is very well documented. But I wrote a comic book that was heavily biblical, but it was a superhero apocalypse story. And I have somewhere, I actually know exactly where it is. It's in the bedroom. I have 300 handwritten pages of this story. There was 32 main characters. I had a full on story plus a sequel-esque story and everything. But I have 300 handwritten pages, and I gave it to my priest to look at, and he told me to burn it. Even though it was very biblical, it was very, 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 like, I did a shit ton of research on this thing. Like, I worked on this thing for a very long time. From, like, it started in, like, 4th grade. So our assignment in 4th grade was to make a comic book. Didn't have to be superhero or anything like that. Just, we had to make one. We had to do arts and crafts where we, like, had to do, like, we actually made, like, the hardcover and stuff like that and everything. It was, like, you know, and so, but we made it, and I made one, and it wasn't biblical at first, but I turned it into, but I just kept working on this thing all throughout middle school, high school, and then college. And so in college, my first year, I showed my priest. I go, this is what it is. I have all this, like, everybody's name, a lot of people's name are in Aramaic. There's a bunch of stuff. Here's, like, a bunch of notes, side notes, and everything. And he was like, burn it. And I said, what? And he goes, burn it. And I said, what? And he goes, this is sacrilegious. This goes against everything. You are an abomination. And I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was like in the church choir. I would help out and do AV for like guest speakers and stuff like that. I helped out with the what's it called when you do the stations of the cross bullshit?
I did that
Youth
too. Oh, so you're an altar boy, kind of.
I was essentially everything but an altar boy. I never did altar boy because of my voice, because I was a singer. And so they needed me for the choir and stuff. And so I would do data entry there. Basically what I would do is I would go after school over to the church, do some data entry, go to mass, and then after mass I would go to my job. And then I would go to my job at either HEB or my dad's restaurant and stuff, and just work. And that was essentially what I would do. And so whenever there wasn't like a musical or a play or something, and so that was pretty much my life. But anyways, so I just started questioning everything, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I found out what morality was, caring about other people was, what it's like to not be a piece of shit, and, how to be an actual good person. And so I stopped being a Christian and I stopped being a Republican.
Damn.
So I stopped being a Republican and a Christian. So, and it was like, none of my friends influenced me, even though almost all my friends were very liberal, very atheist or Jewish. Like almost all my friends were, or at least they were all questioning and not really into the Catholicism. They were just kind of like, whatever, buddy. But like nobody really influenced me. It was more of just this fucking priest who finally let me see the light.
You know what? That's fucking valid. Which is very funny because I'm Catholic, but I consider myself a lazy Catholic. So like,
Me
I believe
too.
what I believe. I believe what I believe, but I'm also like not hung up to the church because I'm also a man of science. So like, I know what's up. But I still believe what I believe, but I don't give a shit. So cool. That's fucking wild that you're like that.
I still have a lot of hatred. That's
valid.
I was knee deep into that Kool-Aid. So
as someone who has been a Catholic all his life, I know of the bullshit of the fucking archdiocese and the fucking Catholic.
And that was the thing. My parents weren't even
know the bullshit.
Like my mom is Catholic and goes for like mass twice a year, and my dad is not a Catholic. So like that was the other weird thing. I was like, I don't even know why and where it even like started and where it came from. I think it was I think I just wanted to feel belonged, and something just happened, and somebody told me to go through, but I just don't remember. I don't remember how it really got started.
As long as you ain't doing that shit now, so it's all that matters. But the main thing is the fact that like we all been different. But let's go back to the main topic.
Yeah.
I don't understand how the fuck the tram won at number 5. Some of these answers that we did, I don't understand at all.
Yeah.
Like I understand y'all
I don't
hate
either.
It's a Small World, but y'all definitely should have fucking chose It's a Small World. I'm just saying. Like I fucking should have chose that shit.
The fact that we didn't even bring it up, you heard about the guy who got stuck on it because of their shitty ADA evacuation stuff, and he sued him and won. But like, there was a guy who got stuck on it for 40 minutes and had straight up PTSD and a bunch of like it fucked him up mentally and psychologically.
Just sitting on a ride for 40 minutes?
For 40 minutes
blame
at
him.
the end part.
I
At the
don't blame
end
him.
part where you're listening to the same thing on loop for 40 minutes. Like, and it's that catchy song. It's like a science with that song too. So when you're listening to it on repeat, it is a form of torture. That's what they do for like terrorists and shit. Like, they play the same song over and over and over and over. No, they just make them listen to a song for like over and over and over and over and over again for hours and hours and hours, and then they'll do like it's crazy. Like,
I'm built different because I can listen to the same fucking song for like 3
Yeah,
minutes.
I'm like, what song would break
like,
me? Maybe a Taylor Swift song, but anything else, I'd probably go listen to
I
forever.
think you guys are mistaking like listening to a song like 6 or 7 times as opposed to listening to the same one verse, because again, he was stuck on one part of the ride, so he only heard that part of the ride for 40 minutes. So if
you're talking.
Oh, sir, when I love a song, I listen to repeat the whole fucking day.
Well, I'm ADHD as fuck,
no,
so I do the
got
same
you.
thing, but it's like 6 or 7 times.
No, but for me,
it's
like
20 times.
Like, there's not a point where, like, when I used to work at Universal in parking, because back in the day, remember when they had like little small voice clips of like cell phones where you can like use it as like a ringtone or something. You have to like download it and all that stuff. This is before smartphones, like
Zedge?
a really
like
kind of like Zedge, not even before Zedge, like when smartphones slowly started rising, but not really. When I used to work at Universal Studios, for me to get through my shift, I would take a 30-second sound clip of like a song that's like one part, and I would repeat it over and over and over and over to get me through my shift. And that was an 8-hour shift.
Are you guys okay? Do you guys need like? Are you guys okay?
I definitely need therapy, but I'm good right now. So
I'm in therapy. I'm perfect.
I'm not in therapy, and I need it sooner or later. But nigga, I'm broke, so gotta wait for now. The episode was solid. I think we did good with this. I would like to do another Disney episode, but not rides. Maybe just like anything else did it, because I missed the fucking Disney movie one because I was stuck in the airport.
Disney crushes.
Disney crushes. I would say attractive Disney characters, but I don't think we can do that either. But I
hope you had fun. I hope this wasn't a complete waste of time. Wasted 30 minutes. But Anna, where can they find you?
You can find me on social media at Anna Voltage or on my other shows, Poppers and Power and the Stuff and Junk Show. And you can spell Anna Voltage, ANAVOLTAGE.
Matthew.
You can find me on AnnaVoltage.com because I don't know how to spell. I don't know how you spell that. I was not paying attention. But
you can't spell Anna Voltage.
Well, I can spell Anna, A-N-A, Volt, V-O-L-T-A-G-E.
Yeah.
V-O-L-T-A-G. Okay, yeah. So I did spell it. Look,
we went to school.
It's hot. It's hot. Okay,
yeah,
I went to school. I graduated.
Hot.
I don't know how, but I fucking graduated. Anyway, just find me online. Just type in NerdyBit. Google my ass. I don't care. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Find Matt at nerdybit.co and everything like that and a bunch of other stuff. And then actually, I guess we can tease it, but Matt and I are going to be working on a new show with a different network and some other stuff. But more information about that will come out later. Yeah,
great. Hold up. Yeah, we'll talk about Anna. We'll talk later.
Well, Anna, you should know about it. I've talked to you about it.
Yeah, you should know about it. Yeah. But,
Either way. If you like this, please let us know. If we should start doing this a lot more, you can get to know us a little bit more and everything. Check me out at the McFailure on everything and also on YouTube. And I get the hiccups. I don't know why, but yeah.
I don't know why either. This is gonna be a vibe. Just fucking. Yeah. I bet this is gonna be fucking 200K views. Yep. This is gonna be the one that's gonna fucking get us views. I bet.
Right. This is the one that goes viral.
Yeah, this is the one that goes viral for no fucking reason because we're talking about fucking grad night. You know.
Yeah. You know it. But yeah, also support SAG, support WGA, and support us, please. Share us and stuff like that. And the next episode will be the last episode of the season. So, and then we'll get back to some food stuff and a bunch of other exciting stuff that we're going to be doing for next season. And keep on ranking and keep supporting us. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, motherfuckers.
See?
Oh, look at that. Look at that.